Good afternoon. My name is Simon Lown. This is Two-Way Digital, and today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about a couple of things that you need to look out for if you have a franchise-run website. Now, I'm not saying that franchise websites are bad at all, and I'm not saying that they can't rank on socials on the search engines, or not that you can't use them with social media, but there are one or two things that you need to look out for. So this is going to be quite a quick one because we already talked yesterday about using static websites and not creating new content and updating your site. Today it's slightly different. It's a bit of a twist on it, but what I have seen, and it's not a lot, but there are some people out there, so this is for you. If you have a franchise that's supporting your business and they've provided you with a website, then this is something that you need to look out for. So if you've got a template for your site and you're just using the branding, that's perfectly fine. But if the content is being provided for you as well, you do need to do some checks. Now, those checks will be essentially, if you're getting the stuff sent to you on a regular basis, so if content is a part of your package, or you've got sort of on-brand messaging that is being sent out to you for you to put on your website, you need to make sure it's not the same as all the other people in who have franchises, because it's essentially seen by Google as duplicate content. Now, duplicate content is difficult to rank. I'm not going to say it can't be done, because there are businesses built purely on doing just that, but there are some other things that they do and reasons why they can use duplicate content to get rankings, and I'll talk about that more tomorrow. But in terms of you having a piece of content that talks about your area, your particular version of the franchise name, so it might be franchise name XYZ area. Having duplicate content can actually stop you from ranking, because if you're not doing all of the other things that require SEO to rank, so if you're not getting backlinks to your pieces of content, if you're not getting social engagement and comments and shares through having a large following, then it's just not going to work for you. And what you'll be far better off doing at that point is actually having either somebody do it for you or do it yourself, but rewrite the content. So you keep the essence of the content, you keep the message, but you just make it different to what everybody else has got. And that way you'll then be able to actually position on the search engines for that piece of content. Even if it looks really brilliantly well written and it's been sent to you in a great layout and format and everything else, if 300 other people have got that same piece of content, it's not going to rank. And so that's where I'm just trying to raise the awareness for, it is quite a specific niche, because I know there are lots of independents out there, and there'll be lots of agencies, even though they're part of a network, and will be doing their own thing, and that's absolutely great. If you're just using the branding and leveraging the local branding or the national branding, and if there's advertised campaigns running for the brand, that's all brilliant, as long as the content is unique to you. If it's not the case, then change it so that it is. And part of what we'll be talking about later on in this series is actually having your content audits and things being checked and rewriting things that aren't working, aren't ranking, etc. And if you've got a franchise list of content that's been provided for you, so if it was in the website when it was sent to you and set up, so that you as soon as you went live with your website, you had a bit of a catalog of something, so it just wasn't a home page with a telephone number, email address, and a contact us, and that was it. That's great, but you do need to do some work on that content. So moving on slightly forward from that, if your content is sorted, so let's say it's written by yourselves, and you've got very little that's been provided by the franchise owners to you as a bonus for however it works. The other thing that I just want to raise at this point is PLR. So private label rights content. So this is pre-written content around certain subjects that you can basically go and do a search for PLR on any subject, and you'll probably find some content that's been pre-written about that subject. You then, when you buy it, have the right to basically claim it as your own. You can make any changes you want to it and slap it up on your website and just say, yep, that's my content. And there's absolutely nothing wrong in doing that if you just want content on your site. If you're looking to rank on the search engines, it's probably one of the worst things you could ever do. So if you use PLR content, I'm not saying that you can't use it, but the one thing that you absolutely have to do is rewrite it, and really thoroughly rewrite it. Now, you might be thinking, oh, well, what's the point of buying it if I can't use it as is? Well, the point is that PLR content is really better used for putting onto sites to build out content for things that aren't going to be in the public domain. So like on your website, in a blog post, whatever. If you're going to use it for that purpose, you have to fully rewrite it. If you don't, even if you only change 5, 10, 15% of it and move things around, the search engines are still going to spot that it's duplicate content. And if you do enough of that, then it's really going to hurt you. So not only will it hurt that piece of content, because SEO doesn't rank websites, it ranks an individual piece of content or an individual page on a website. But using a lot of using a lot of PLR content when you're trying to use SEO as a strategy to get organic listings, you're essentially risking all of your original content as well being downgraded. And this is something that came out back in 2011 when Google did their Panda update, and that was essentially confirmed in that update that essentially using PLR and just changing a few bits here and there would affect your whole site, not just that piece of content. So if you've used a lot of PLR, then you need to get it rewritten across the board just to protect your original content. So that's pretty much sort of covering off the duplicate, the non-original sort of provided for you, done for you stuff that might be sent out to a number of people and actually getting it rewritten. Because if you're not doing the rewriting, if it is being provided to a number of people, ultimately it will hurt your chances at ranking organically and getting those leads that you want into your business. So that's kind of the things to look for, things to be aware of. I mean, I know the title was "Don't use SEO if you've got a franchise, website." That's absolutely not the case. Obviously, it is caveated with what is the content, where's it coming from, if it's being provided to you, are you rewriting it well enough? If you're doing all of those things and you're one of the content creators, you're putting your own stuff out there and you're putting your message and your twist and your insights into that content, great, brilliant job. Even if you've got a franchise website, it doesn't matter. You will still be able to rank for SEO as long as you get all of the rest of the basics covered. So that's it pretty much for this topic, covering off PLR and franchise websites. Just a few things to be aware of. If you want to get into some discussions, please feel free to comment below. If you want to join our Facebook group, you're more than welcome to do that. Let me put up the address. If you just go to here, bit.ly/property group, then that will actually take you to the property group. You can join there and you can make comments. These videos aren't actually in there. I might put them in there in some units, but yeah, like I say, that's it for today. So look forward to seeing you on the next live, and the next live will be talking about sharing and reusing other people's content and how that can or can't work for you. So look forward to talking with you about that, and hopefully I will see you. Oh, hi Mark, I just saw you there on I didn't see the comment come up then, sorry about that, my friend. Yeah, we'll see you again tomorrow, and yeah, have a good day, and goodbye for now.